would love to know what people's thoughts are when it comes to Charleston, South Carolina. I know this is a little bit out of the norm of what I talk about, but I am currently in Charleston, like living. Like I'm in James Island, but I work in downtown Charleston. And man, compared to Connecticut, compared to Mass, compared to Rhode Island, Florida, it has been a topsy-turvy, I could say adventure, but that's making it real nice. I've been having the most interesting time here. I don't understand how some people are okay with working in places like in the restaurant industry, going to restaurant jobs, having to pay to park. That's first and foremost. I know it's not an uncommon thing for people to do. I just don't personally like it. Also, Charleston, what's going on with your roads? Your roads are shitty. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't understand how some people are just okay with shitty roads, fucking up people's cars. Well, also at the same time, you have to pay to park. And if you happen to stay a little longer than you expect, you get tickets, which is understandable. But again, Charleston is supposed to be the most iconic spot that people want to visit because of the food and drinks and the atmosphere, and yet you don't treat your service workers with respect, like giving them a place to park for free or vouchers or anything of the sort, like to show that you respect them. Don't see it. On top of all that, I don't know what the fuck. It's funny how I can go to a place like Charleston and the things that people enjoy about Charleston are the things that I don't enjoy about Charleston. First off, it's heavily congested. Way too many people here. Way too many. On top of that, like I said, the infrastructure, way too many people for the size that it is. It's like, how about we just not accept everybody? Not everybody has to be here. Exorbitant prices when it comes to paying to stay there and live there, which I don't pay, but I'm just saying, I know from the amount of money that I've heard people spend for rent, it's just like, you pay that much for that? Like, okay, whatever. Then on top of that, I guess the most convenient, best thing about the city itself is the fact that you can park your car, and within a 10-15 minute span you can hit up restaurants and bars, anything you can ever want, shopping spots. It's just kind of crazy because in being in South Carolina, I've traveled out of Charleston, so go to like Mount Pleasant, go to Somerville, and I found that it's way more enjoyable for me than to be in Charleston. If I was to stay in South Carolina, I talk about this on my podcast and my Patreon, so definitely check those out. If I was to stay in South Carolina, I would not stay in Charleston. To me, Charleston is a place that you go and visit 3 to 5 days and then you go back home. But I can see myself living in like a Mount Pleasant or a Somerville. I don't know, something about Charleston don't sit right with me. And I think it's that parking and no respect for their restaurant workers.